So I've created a media kit, essentially like your resume for a job, which is basically people you've worked with, your episodes count, your social media following, and I've reached out to Universal, I've reached out to Sony, Disney, and I just say, look, this is what I do, this is who I am, this is what I'm happy to offer. We're going to be invited to your premieres. They like me for some reason, which is great.
You're a nice guy, dude.
Thanks. But I was saying to a friend the other day, is I will give my blood to get an invite to Avengers Doomsday. I will give my firstborn to go to the premiere for that. My wife knows.
Special guest episode.
Today's special guest, if you're part of the movie review community on Instagram, will not be a stranger. We have Leigh Morgan, all the way from Australia, better known to you as Mr. Rant from Lights.Camera.Rant podcast. Today we discuss his movie premieres he's been to, the Emmys, box office results, what he's currently watching, and looking forward to next. We know you'll enjoy this. This man has lots of energy. Let's hear from him now. Welcome back, everyone. Today on Rage Whale, we're going even further away to collect our guests. We've been to America a few times, and now we're in Australia, Victoria, Australia to be specific. And we have with us a guest, Leigh Morgan, who you better know as, if you can see our visuals, as Mr. Rant from the Lights, Camera, Rant podcast. I'm sure you've all seen him on social media. He's prolific on there and got a load of followers as well. So hi, Leigh. How are you doing?
Good. Thanks for that great intro. Really happy to be here. Excited. And I appreciate you say prolific. I try.
Yeah, well, I can't get away from you. Every time I'm on social media, you pop up somewhere. So it's like
it's so true. It's so true.
A daily thing. It's a daily thing. So it's good. And you're entertaining.
Massively inspiring, though. Do you know what I mean? To see you constantly doing it and at different film events and stuff, like you really kind of flying the flag for the film podcast people, man. So loving your work.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
Wanted to say at the start, like, do you want to introduce yourself to the audience for people that don't know you, like when you got started and why you got started and what it is you do specifically?
Well, as you said, I'm Mr. Rant. I did a podcast for Lights.Camera.Rant. We've been doing it for 4 years. It was kind of born out of COVID. All I could do was drink and watch movies. So I thought, well, it's perfect time to do a podcast and start doing it. I think the first 50 episodes of the podcast, I wasn't sober for a single one of them until I had to bump them up a little bit. And I've always had a deep passion for film, TVs, and video games, and I always wanted to do something. And I thought, well, COVID, I was like, well, I've got no excuse. Like, I'm literally just sitting at home. So I started doing it, and I did not know it would turn into what it is now. And probably the best thing that's ever come from it is the fact of meeting people like yourselves and meeting all people around the world and making friends that I honestly would have not expected. And actually, it's funny because just recently I went over to Europe and I made sure the fact that I actually saw one of my podcast friends that I made doing this process, and we caught up in a pub and caught up. Which was a fantastic experience. Cool. And it was really it was my wife who helped me with the name as well, because my mates would go watch the Avengers, we'd go watch a movie, and then we'd go after the movie, we would just rant about the film, pick every little cameo, everything, little detail. And she's like, you guys just rant on. I'm like, it's a really good name. I'm going to take that. And Saved by Grace, there was another single podcast that had that name, so I coined it straight away. And actually, the Mr. Rant thing actually just came a little bit early in the past 12 months. I just kind of just adopted. I thought, yeah, I'll do this, and it just, as you can see, if anyone's watching, I'm basically a NASCAR with all my Lights Camera Rant gear. We have cock pieces coming later this year with the logo on it.
Amazing. Send us one of those.
Yeah, man. I just realized it's a bit Tarantino-esque as well, because I was thinking like you got Mr. Blonde, Mr. Pink, and then you got Mr. Rant. I mean, that would be strange, obviously, in a Tarantino movie, but that's the kind of vibe. It's
I'll
cool.
have to show too much of my feet.
What is it that you like about doing what you're doing as well? Because you do one of the different things about yourself is that you do it on your own and you comment on videos and stuff like that, and it's really engaging. Rather than have a conversation, you're kind of either explaining something to the audience or, like you say, nitpicking some stuff. But you're never really that negative, I'd say. Even if you're ranting about something, you're still maybe it's just the way you say it. You say it emphatically. You're excited about everything, even if there's an error or something you're picking up on. It still comes across as very pleasant, if that makes sense.
Oh, then I'm not doing a good job. I'm not doing a good job then.
Ranting.
No, you seem like the friendliest person ever. Like when you even when you're having a go about something, you go, "Oh, that's a nice little." Like you don't come across as like horrible. Do you know what I mean?
Oh no, unless you want to talk about like Don't Look Up, which I think is the biggest pile of trash of a movie I've seen recently, or Madam Web, or just recently Jurassic World Rebirth, which I thought
that was
horrible. So bad.
Sly smile. So even though
I can't help it. Well, it was. The thing is, like, I thought about having a co-host, and I couldn't find one of my friends that would commit for as long as I could. And again, it was my wife. She's like, you could just talk about movies for hours. So why don't you just do it by yourself? So I thought, why not? Half the episode, let's talk about the latest news, and then I'll go into the review. And yeah, generally it's 50 minutes of me not taking a breath and drinking.
You and Kev are quite similar in that sense, though, because Kev used to do something called Kev's Film Thoughts, and now he's incorporated it into Rage Whale. So there'll be times where Kev is just talking on his own about a film that he's seen, all the bits he loves, all the bits that could have been better, or he'll kind of like talk about two films that are very similar, but like which one you should definitely spend time watching, and the other one you probably shouldn't. But yeah, you guys have that in common, man. So.
I'm definitely going to ask your opinion on a couple of things in a minute, though. But like on that front, we did a because we started off as like just movie podcast, and we started getting lots of guests like yourself. But some of our guests are not. We try and contact other influencery type people or other people in that movie industry, whether it's someone who reviews or someone who's actually an actor, keep it to that theme. But we started just asking not random people, but people outside of that sphere. And we get to a bit of movies, but we can spend like 40 minutes talking about them and nothing about movies. So we're like, right, well, we need to do a roundup at some point. So I did like a 20-minute one just on myself, just to do one of like what's happened the last 2 weeks, what we recommend on TV and film. And it was just me on my own. And it was tough. I had loads of notes, and you're conscious. You can't take too long of a breath, otherwise it's really boring. So I'm going to go on bouncing back. You don't have that problem. Like you're just straight on it. Whereas I was like, right, I better end now before I run out of things to say.
Yeah. No, it was hard for the first few episodes. I'm just so used to it now. And don't get me wrong, when I have a guest on my show, it is the best thing because I'm like, oh, this is what it's like to breathe. Actually,
sponsored by Oxygen. Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, I was like, oh, I can take a break. But you're right, it is hard. But the thing is, when you do get guests outside that medium, you get all different opinions. And you guys, please, you guys have a great show. Yourself, you guys came up. I think it was Instagram that came up as a suggestion, which is how I found you guys, and that's why I did the Monday shout out.
That was really sweet of you, man. Said you were sending the lift back down for the podcasters, and I really appreciate that. That was really, really kind of you.
Oh, thank you. It was another Aussie podcast actually started doing it, and they're not going at the moment anymore, but they the guy that used to run it, he did a Sunday shout out. I thought I'd make it a little bit different, but he did a Sunday shout out, and he that really what boosted my first followers. And I thought, that's a great idea. And with the space that we're in, sometimes it can be very daunting, very grinding, and people can be right out mean sometimes, especially being on social media. So I thought, no, I'm going to do that as well. So that's probably, it's about 4 years doing the Monday shout outs.
No, it's a lovely idea. And like I was saying about when you're doing it on your own, I think it really helps in the fact that you can do it anytime you want. You can watch a film, come out the cinema, and just go into your room and press record, and it's instant and it's out the next day. Or like you said, you do them live now. Why is it you're choosing to do them live? Because that sounds terrifying. I mean, it might be different because you're in control of your own mouth. We have a James who's not here today, unfortunately. We have a James which we have to fully censor occasionally. But at least you're in control of your own mouth.
Yeah, James's mouth is a little bit like Pandora's box. You don't know what's going to come out of it. So we're putting out flames, metaphorical flames.
Couple of beeps here and there.
It might need to be longer though. Like the sentences get very, very creative.
Me and Drew created. He does like the sounds, whereas I or the visuals sometimes for little clips. And we created a censored button purely for him because I got bored of having to cut out so much. So we just put a beep over it, and it happens so often that I've just gone, fuck it. If he says something stupid, it's on him. I've left it.
That's the other thing. We swear. I can't remember how kind of censored yours is, but we let the old F's and C's and B's and just it's great.
Everything's fine as long as it's not malicious.
Yeah.
No.
Just a bit of seasoning. It's a bit of podcast seasoning, just a little bit of spicy words.
Adds flavour. Now, I'll pretty much say anything except probably the C word because I'm live. I'm like, I can't do that.
C's pretty brutal.
Wait, you're Australian. Isn't that the most common word over there?
Yeah, so I had to try and teach myself not to say it, especially when I have another Aussie guest. I've come close so many times. I'm like, anyway. I don't want to get cancelled.
We censored a few of them, but we've kept a couple in as well if it was appropriate. If that makes sense.
It was an endearing C-bomb. There was a comedian that talked about Australians use the C word like and. Like
pretty much. We
British. British and Australians have got that in connection. Like especially Glasgow and Liverpool. That's
a lovable thing. My mate said, if I never called you a C, you don't know how much I love you. And I'm like, that should be on a t-shirt, man. But
it probably is. If you look hard enough, it'll be on a shirt. Anything's on a shirt.
Yeah, it's true. There was that mug that said, I love you, but Jesus thinks you're a C.
Yes,
so it's like,
I've seen that, and I love that. That is a great mug. But no, I do find it hard. Well, no, it's how the live kind of came out for two reasons. Live, I like it because I interact with my audience. When people do come past the live, I can chat with them, so that becomes my soundboard when people do come past, which really helps.
The popping on, yeah.
Yeah, so generally I have about 2 or 3 people that come past, and they'll ask questions. We'll chat about movies to the guests, and turn it into a little bit like that. And the other reason was when I started, I got lazy with the editing, and I was like, well, what if I go live and I rant for an hour and I can't believe, you made so many mistakes. I'm like, no, that's the whole episode right there. But then I also do make episodes that are outside the live. Generally, I try and do one live and 1 or 2 reviews by myself that aren't live, where that's a little bit more curated.
Yeah, but sometimes you've got to think about certain films you want to leave that cinema and chat to your mate about or do a podcast, and then some need to sit with you, and then you think about it next week, and then you've got a more concise concept of it if it's a trickier or deeper film.
Sorry to interrupt the show. Just a reminder to say we love and appreciate you all for listening to the podcast, whether it's on Spotify, Apple, or Amazon. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, follow, as this really helps us continue to progress and improve the content, and keeps us making these fun episodes for you guys. Oh, we're also on these things called Instagram and TikTok. You can follow us there too, as we share short, funny reels on the reg that you can share with friends if you like. Now, back to the mayhem.
That's it. Or, a week later, you're like, no, that was still shit. That was still awful.
Do you find you can go on rants on your own? Because, I mean, with us, because there's three of us, if one of us interrupts and goes on a weird tangent, obviously it fills up time in that episode. But I was just thinking, if it's you, yourself and Irene, like, how are you? Do you go on tangents when you go, oh, wait, hang on, sorry, guys. Yeah.
No, I do all the time. There's episodes where I'll start talking about, it'd be like, oh, this person's playing this character. And then 20 minutes later, I've realized I've just talked about their entire filmography. And I'm like, hang on, what was I? Oh, yeah, they're playing this character in this upcoming film. Now, anyway, back to the original point I was trying to make. So that was another thing.
That's really cool, though. That's so cool in a way, though, because you're also being insightful. Because say the people listening to that episode go, I love that actor. I would love to see them in more films. You've literally just reeled off like half of their career. And now they can go, I'm going to go watch one of their films because I'm a big fan of that actor. And that's because you've given that information. That's so cool.
By accident.
Yeah, accidental information.
Unless it's the one he's ranting about, and they're the films to avoid.
That's it. And generally, I do like majority of most movies. I try and find the good and the bad, but there has been a couple of recently where I've started off the episode and go, look, this has been nice, but this is awful.
I mean, that one film I was going to mention a minute ago, and I said I've got to ask you about one.
Please.
I don't know if you've seen it, so this could end very quickly. Just by you go. Nope. Have you seen Highest to Lowest on Apple?
No.
Denzel Washington.
Short. No.
Dude,
I've seen the poster for it.
Please watch it. Should we tell him something or nothing?
Well, I feel like you were going to put the rant in Highest to Lowest, man. It is just shocking.
Okay. Film by Spike Lee, amazing director. Love 99% of his films. Denzel Washington, one of the greatest living actors.
Jeffrey
Wright. Pile of...
And Jeffrey Wright, though. Jeffrey Wright's phenomenal in it as well. But,
no, he's not.
They're not... Well, I mean, they're
forced
great,
in it.
They're great actors that are just kind of incorporated in this...
It feels theatrical when it's not. It's meant to be a gritty... Like, if you watch the trailer and you go, what are these guys on about? This looks cool as any... the trailer's got like this sort of a hip-hop soul beat through it, and it's got Denzel Washington walking around looking like badass, and you think, this is going to be slamming. And then none of that music's in the film.
Huh.
Yeah, it's more like Mary Poppins kind of music.
Yeah, it's like white person theatrical musical music all the way through. It's like my son's just been kidnapped.
Okay, that's weird. And it's funny you guys are saying this because it's got 87 out of 197 reviews of positive, and it's generally favorable reviews for this film.
Wow. But on IMDb, I think it was 6.7, which is weird for a Denzel Washington movie.
Yeah. Hey, he's just Harrison Ford dipped in chocolate. That's how good he is.
the tasty Ford.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it.
But again, it's not always about the acting; it's about the editing, everything else. So, like, in the sense that he probably was doing a really serious monologue, and if it wasn't for the stupid music and the way it was shot, that might have come across well. But it looks beautiful. The whole film looks stunning.
Yeah.
But that's about it. But when there's moments where it should be dark and bad things happen, and light should have come down, but it's all Technicolor the whole time. But it doesn't. It jars with the concept.
Do you think they're trying? Do you think they're trying to be like the fact that it's about soul music, right? He's a kind of music producer, and it's about finding the black culture music and bringing that back and going, this is soul, this is really good fucking music, right? But the fact that they're playing weird musical white music, is that to kind of play the contrast that, like, saying how there isn't as much space or room for the music they want to be playing. And that's a weird, like, filmic choice to go, this is the kind of shit you hear. So it's actually a bit more profound, but it just wasn't.
Yeah, it could be deeper than 5 years and might look back and go, that was a masterpiece. He tricked us.
Well,
He did the thing. But it's not really, is it?
Right,
but
right.
it might
Well,
be.
that's the thing. Oh, you were a bit weird and different in this film, and it was, even though people say it was bad, it was good. That could be it. Like, have you guys seen The Materialist
Not yet.
Pedro.
with Pedro? Yeah, that's the best thing about that movie is Pedro and nothing else.
Wow.
Really?
Because look, I don't know if it was marketing or anything, but the film is with Dakota Fanning, and it looks like a bit like girl meets rich guy, and she wants to stay with him, but she wants to go, but her old boyfriend comes to town and becomes like a love comedy type of thing.
Yeah, it's built as a rom-com in the trailer, but I've heard it's a bit deeper or something.
Yeah, it's a lot deeper than that, and it goes on the borderline of like your people's high standards, and halfway through the movie, it goes also to domestic violence.
Whoa.
Halfway through the film, and I'm just like,
so it's like a gut punch.
Yeah, and then that doesn't really get resolved. In the film, it's just like they just try to mash two together, be like, because we've got Chris Evans, we've got Pedro Pascal and Dakota Fanning. It doesn't matter what we make. Like people will just come and see it. Like Pedro Pascal, he's funny in it. He nails everything, but everything else, I'm like, this is just a script that you pick up under like your couch or something. You're like, why don't I lift this here? Oh, that's right.
It's
mad. I mean, Drew, even when he says that, it sounds pleasant.
It sounds genuinely loveliness. No, but he's just too lovely. He's just too lovely for words. But do you find this was something we mentioned on the podcast a while back, that the way that they're getting scripts greenlit isn't necessarily how well written they are anymore, that they've got no narrative or interesting characters. They're almost lazy now, but they're using big movie stars to go, I know exactly how I can cut this together for a clickbait trailer. And maybe one of the biggest names is in it for like 2 scenes. Then everyone kind of goes in thinking they're getting this kind of film, but it ends up being quite an empty film because they haven't done the kind of save the cat kind of thing of like the inciting incident, like the love interest comes in, or all the different obstacles that characters are having to overcome, or doing something nice that we actually care about them. Because one film I watched recently that Kev told me to watch, which I thought was amazing, was Caught Stealing, which I thought nailed it. Right?
Boom! That was so good, and I think if it wasn't called Stealing, it was going to be called A Series of Unfortunate Events.
Yeah. Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
Just keeps going down for him.
It goes to some places. But I was going to say, but Austin Butler, I mean, I love the guy, and he's absolutely phenomenal. And I feel like he gave an Oscar-worthy performance in a kind of just action-esque movie. Like if that was more of a drama and not a kind of run-around bang-bang movie, I was saying to Kev that I feel like his performance could have got nominated for something, because he gives such a nuanced performance. The way he interacts with different characters, he brings such a kind of realism to it, but also a lovable moment where he's like drunk and he's trying to get his keys off the homeless guy. He's like, no, dude, you can keep the jeans. I just need the keys. He's such a lovable guy to someone that we call that save the cat. When a protagonist does something decent to somebody in society, you then care for them. But so many movies I've watched on Netflix or Amazon Prime, like they're just scripts of just characters. The characters don't do anything good or bad or indifferent. It's just vanilla.
They just do the plot points to make the film work, rather than actually make a connection. But that film, Costume, so good. Don't you think it was a real turning point when he walked? Spoilers, it's been out for a little bit. That when the death happens, I'll keep it as vague as that. You're like, holy shit, this has gone real.
That's the part where it becomes like a drama, because it becomes, and you forget how much you enjoy laughing or watching this go wrong. Like, that's just where it takes the real dip. And that surprised me because that... Like, I didn't think he was going to die, but I was not expecting to die.
Unnecessary. It was so high stakes. It was like, oh, this is, like you say, it's no longer a comedy. This has gone horrible.
She was
and then the little cat limping, that was the worst bit for me. When that cat limped, I was like, give that furry fucker an Oscar now. Amazing.
Yeah. I know. The cat.
He's like, do you remember there was a dog? I think was there a dog that got nominated for an Oscar that was in that French silent film?
Yeah. Anatomy of a Fall.
No.
Really?
No, maybe that's a different dog. But I meant there's a comedy. It was a silent movie, and it's called The Artist. And the dog in it, I think, was like nominated or something because the dog was amazing. I feel like the cat in Caught Stealing needs to be nominated.
Sure. Yeah. Actually, you know what dog is probably going to get a nomination? I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer for Good Boy.
Boy, holy...
That looks so good and utterly terrifying at the same time.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that. I'm trying not to watch the trailers. I've seen the clip. I've seen like the teaser, and I'm done. I'm sold on it. I don't want to see anything else. I want to just go to the cinema now because like there's a minute. Stephen, no.
I swear I saw a poster of Stephen Graham with this family. There's the dog. There's all the dark hands, and then it says "Good Boy" because I was like Stephen Graham.
Oh,
from Adolescence.
Cool.
I don't know.
But
I might be wrong because.
Good Boy. He's in the trailer for something else.
I did see that people did also one of the biggest Google searches that people did. I guess it didn't spoil the ending, but people were Google searching, "Does the dog live?"
Yeah, I bet they bloody did.
For Good Boy, yeah. This is the thing now. Apart from John Wick, people are saying, "Are you allowed to kill animals in movies now?" Because you upset audiences very quickly.
Yeah, but if it's appropriate, like obviously I'm an animal lover, like big time, but I don't want to see especially a domesticate. I mean, because other goats, fucking Jurassic Park goats get killed. It's not like emotional
it's
thing.
It's literally a scapegoat for the.
It's a highlight predator prey. Like there's a point to it.
Yeah.
See someone kick a dog around in a film. That's upsetting.
I mean,
no.
Fuck! You just reminded me. There's that film Tyrannosaur with Peter Mullen.
Yeah.
And he does that horrendous thing to the dog at the beginning. And I thought, I am never going to care about this guy. And then this is how good Paddy Constantine is as a writer and director. About 40 minutes in, I'm like, oh my God, Peter, I need to give you a hug. And it's like how they managed to make a nasty bastard like that kicked a dog at the beginning.
Yeah.
You care for him.
That was genius. And that does show great arcs and great script writing and everything like that because I instantly hated him. I was like, I don't want to watch the rest of this film. How much worse? It's in the opening, like 2 minutes or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
someone said
just go die straight away.
Yeah. The warmest, happiest moment in that whole movie is the funeral. And you're like, how the fuck? It's like, what?
How did we get here?
Yeah.
And you're right, Stephen Graham. He is in Good Boy.
10 points to Gryffindor.
But But Good Boy is not that film. What's the dog?
No, there's another film I'm looking at right now called Good Boy, which has a really disturbing poster.
What?
Yeah, so I think you're confusing the film, Drew. So
am I confusing Good Boy with Good Boy?
Oh, no, what's the dog one called again? We just said it.
The dog one is called Good Boy. It is straight Good Boy. The 2025
it's a different
supernatural horror film.
Different movie, same title, so you can understand why I got confused.
Yep.
Yeah. Good Boy you're talking about, Stephen Graham, is about a 19-year-old criminal who's kidnapped and forced into a rehabilitation process by a dysfunctional couple.
No dog involved. No dogs included.
Basically, it sounds like they kidnap a child and teach him to be better because he's a bit of a shit. So it's
wow.
I actually didn't. The Good Boy is only,
and he plays. And I just saw him the trailer for the Bruce Springsteen film. He's the dad that bullies.
Yeah, that's right. The trailer just dropped for that today, didn't it?
Yeah, I just saw. Yeah, well, I just saw it advertised on IMDb. But that's, I mean, Jeremy though, what a fucking actor, man. Have you seen The Bear?
Yes, I've seen the first season of The Bear. I haven't gone back and watched the rest. It is on my watch list. It is just never ending.
Oh, it's just jaw dropping how amazing that show is. Like,
we watched the entire series in one weekend, and I'm talking we watched 5 in one day, and then it was we had to watch the 6th one the next day. But we're like, I don't want to leave this couch ever. It's so good.
I feel like you know them. Like I've been watching it so much. I banged out season 3 in pretty much like it felt like 4 hours, and it's like I feel like I know them. It's like, oh yeah, I know Tina, I know such and such, I know so. It's like it's so realistic, and these characters are so beautifully flawed, and the conversations they have are so naturalistic and real. It doesn't feel like a kind of sitcom. Do you know what I mean? It's like and there's a lot of humor in there, but there's also a lot of emotion. I cried in quite a few episodes, I think, of season 3, and especially season 4. I was like, "Oh my god, you bastards!"
You know, you mentioned that episode about the woman, that separate episode.
Yeah, that's Tina. Yeah, it's called Napkins.
I would say series 2 and series 4 have 2 of the best episodes. The first one's that big family diner scene with everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Series 2, series 4, which you haven't watched yet. There's an episode called The Table.
Yeah, you were telling me about this anxiety.
I won't go into it because it's not very exciting for saying.
But Lee, you've got some fucking amazing episodes ahead of you, man. Of The Bear, like
I know.
Do you watch much TV, or are you focused on? I mean, I know everyone watches a bit of both, but like, do you like hunt out series and stuff like that, or are you like films and then just junk TV?
No, to me, this past month has been so much TV at the moment. I've been watching Twisted Metal. I've been watching Wednesday. I've been watching Peacemaker. Watching Alien Earth, and there's Dexter. Everything just seems to be coming out the past week. So the last few weeks I've been like, all right, show 1, show 2, show 3. Okay, next night, show 1, show 2, show 3.
Is that
okay? So briefly, on the ones you said, what do you think of Wednesday?
I liked it. I still like how dark and grim and Tim Burton it is. I think probably first season was still better, but I do like how it's a murder mystery, that they're still going that direction. I do think it is just basically X-Men in Gothic world.
It's I guess because everyone's got little powers.
The kid X-Men, the baby X-Men. What are they?
Yeah, that's it. Because they've all got different powers. They're all at a school.
Which doesn't make sense, because if you watch the original Addams Family, no one's got any powers. They're just little shits.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, they just want to kill each other and kill the baby.
But it is fun. It's
the Crows are scary though.
It's in Cobra Kai land. It's like deliberately cheesy, and it's like adult themes but a kids program, if that makes sense. So I enjoy it.
Sorry, it's a bit like The Birds. It's a bit like Stephen King's The Birds, you know, with the plucking out, or maybe it's Hitchcock, sorry, with the crows taking the eyeballs off people. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, it gets dark real. Like, there are scenes especially with the last season, I was like, whoa. Yeah, all right.
Yes, and that zombie and stuff. But the other one you mentioned, I haven't watched a single episode yet. I've had Now. I don't know if do you have Now TV? You know what I mean by that?
No.
It's where it's got all the Now HBO. TV. It's got all Sky. Yeah. It's like a package. It's got all the Sky programs.
Yeah, apparently you guys don't have HBO Max, which totally fair. We only got HBO Max for the first time in March.
What, on TV?
What?
On streaming, to download the app and watch HBO Max.
I don't think that exists. No, we've got Now TV, which has them all inside it. I've had it for years, and I've not watched a single program for like 2 years on it. I'm like, I'm paying £10 a month for this. I'm deleting it. And then Peacekeeper gets announced, and Peacekeeper was like the greatest, full stop. Comedy, fucking Marvel-y, DC, all that sort of
soundtrack,
everything,
everything.
Oh, is that John Cena?
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting until it finishes, and then I'll pay £10 for 1 month, binge it, and then delete it again because it's a shit app. There's nothing else on it. But
Lee, do you find that you've almost got every single streaming platform, and then no matter how many thousands there are, it takes you a while to go, what's on Amazon? What's on Now TV? What's on Apple TV? What's on?
But Peacekeeper, is it holding up to the first series? Are you enjoying it?
So far, yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's holding up. It's got a momentous task of both being a sequel to the first season, but also ushering the new era into the DC, and also getting rid of the old DCEU, and then balancing the Superman movie in between that.
It's the transition series,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's between the
Yeah.
two. And it's got to bring in a bit of Superman because he's in Superman.
Yeah.
Because it's on top of that as well. They're doing a great job with it. But no, I do find myself, I nearly have every streaming service, and every time I think to myself, oh, I'll end this and I'll stop paying for it. Boom! Oh, season 3 of this is now dropping. I'm like,
It's like these corporate companies with billions of dollars know what they're doing.
They really know what they're doing. That's where half my money goes on different streaming platforms.
Drew, you need to get Now TV back again for that.
Don't worry, I've got Now TV. Like I got pulled into a 6-month thing because I didn't read the small print, which doesn't help.
Oh no!
Sweet. So I was like,
perfect timing. Perfect timing.
I was like, I'm leaving now, and they went, "You can hold on to this till October." I'm like, "No, I'd like my money back." They're like, "No, bye." You're like, "We're keeping your money." I was like, "Damn it!"
Yay! But like, it's worth it. Peacemaker's worth it.
No, I'll check out Peacemaker, man. I mean,
there's nothing better. There's nothing better superhero wise.
I got Now TV for The Last of Us, and then I wasn't a happy bunny with the season 2, so I was like, "Oh god."
No, that has to be studied as a massive fall from grace. Like, to absolutely drop the baby, fumble, fall, then fall again, and then fall again. Yeah. That is how that show is.
I mean, I felt like the baby fell out of someone's hands and then fell down a spiral staircase, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I'm just hoping
then
someone catches
down the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Into a wheelbarrow and then further down through the streets.
Further down. 100%.
Sorry, I blanked out for a second. You guys still saying down words?
We're talking about babies.
I just went on the Now TV app just to see what was there, and the paper's there now. You know, the side story to The Office.
Yeah, I was talking to another Aussie podcast about this last night. He came on my show. I was a teenage movie snob.
Which one, sorry?
I was a teenage movie snob. Is his podcast
right?
name.
Okay.
And
I'll have to look that up.
He said he just finished watching that, and he said that it's good, but they need to give it like a season 2 and a season 3 to really flesh out everything. So not everyone
The Office was shit in its first series.
Yeah, well that's it. I still remember the first season of Office and be like, "This is shit," and then season 2, season 3, I'm like, "This is the best thing since sliced bread."
Yeah.
Well, did you watch the English one? Were you familiar with it?
Yeah, I saw clips of it, watched a couple episodes, but I never did the full binge.
Okay. That's why the American one was shit, because the American one copied almost verbatim series 1 and did English comedy with Americans. And it was like, something's jarring. It doesn't make sense. Because the stapler and the jelly, in the jello, whatever you want to call it, that's funny in the English one. In the American one, it's just like, this is really bad.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, but then it picks up massively.
And then we did our own Office.
Nice.
Have you?
What?
Oh no, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. It's all right. It's got the woman as the boss.
Yes.
I forgot that was Australian. You know, is it not New Zealand? Oh no, there's a New Zealander in it. Yeah, there's a New Zealander in there, I think.
Who are those? You know, it's business. It's business time. Aren't they too?
Like the Concords. They're New Zealand.
Oh yeah, they're New Zealand.
They're New Zealand.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Country.
Yeah. My bad.
Close enough.
They're amazing though. Those guys are amazing.
They're still good though.
But
yeah, you've seen Alien Earth. I've watched 2 episodes, so I've just started yesterday. Fuck me.
How good is that show, guys? Can we just seriously?
It was curtains closed, soundbar on, as loud as we can. Fucking.
It should be illegal. That's how good it is.
It's just what boggles me on the show is that this is so good, yet the last good Alien film was Alien Romulus. And I'm sure we could pump out another Alien movie, which they are. They're making Alien Romulus 2, which is going to be weird. Yeah.
As long as they change the name.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
But what I mean is, you have Alien Earth, and I think it's only 2 years before Alien, and then you got Alien Romulus, which is I think only a year after that, and you got Alien Romulus, which is only meant to be another year after that.
Yeah.
So it's like the whole universe goes to shit for about 5 years.
People won't know how to watch the Alien movies anymore because it's turning into Star Wars. Because you're like, these ones are before, then these are prequels, and then you've got Prometheus.
Isn't Aliens later?
Alien
Aliens is
Covenant.
later.
Well, someone on Instagram.
Romulus and its series are in between Alien and Aliens.
Yeah, someone on Instagram was showing you a step-by-step guide of how to watch the Alien movies, and they incorporated Alien Earth now into it as well. But my God, the way that they're building on that world and the different creatures, because finally people are like, can we move on from the xenomorphs and the facehuggers? Can we just get some other shit going on? And they deliver, man. Those new creatures are the things of nightmares. Like, it is creepy as hell. Even Sigourney Weaver says she watches it with her husband and she has to have the light on and she has to be holding his hand because she's scared one of those fucking things is going to come through the screen at her. And it's like...
you would if you were in the movie.
Yeah, 100%. She must get like kind of crazy nightmares every now and then and be like, I'm just on a film set or I'm in space and getting attacked by aliens.
Yeah. Oh, I'm blue.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Alien Earth, the characters are so good. Like, the budget must be humongous because it's like...
But that's Disney money. That's Disney money for you.
And thank God Disney took it, man, and not somebody else that went, we'll just kind of water it down because you can't really afford to give it the full 9 yards. But
do you reckon they have like the biggest warehouses ever? Because they clearly keep some sets from the films and reuse them, maybe spruce them up or something like that. Because obviously they're the same place as in Romulus, so maybe they've kept sections of it and had to rebuild it, flat pack it down or something. But yeah,
surely.
It's a huge set. Just walking around that ship. Never mind, it merges into the building in episode 1.
Yeah, that's the mad when it crashes.
Staircase. It's like, what the?
But guys, how nostalgic is it though? Because they're even using elements of the music. So I think it's from some of the original composers of Alien have been doing some of the music for this, and the way that the set design guys built a replica of the original one from Alien. So when those kind of beds pop open and they're like defrosted out of time, as it were, it's just
and they had to do that, and that's the thing with when it's done right. We're in this era where the fact that you watch a TV show and it is on the same level as the movie. When you watch Andor, which I think is one of the peak television with Andor, you could take Andor, if I ripped off the title, you wouldn't know that was like. It could be any other label behind it. The fact it's not a Star Wars film, and it's still just good. If you just did a pocket thing and not say it was Star Wars at all, it holds up on its own. We get these TV shows, and then on top of that, you get like Fallout, where if the writing's there, they got the budget, it is done and executed. Fantastic.
That was good, and I don't know anything about the computer game. And Macaulay Culkin's in series 2. Excited about that.
Hey.
I know, that was the weirdest. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, yeah, all right.
Come back to acting after 30 years. What for? Just this little TV series. I'm probably going to be in it 5 minutes, but whatever. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
again, I'll probably stuck home alone.
Yeah. Hey, nice.
But like with Alien Earth, what I found with that is that it's very difficult to be scared of the actual alien these days because you've seen it a million times. You know that alien. So that thing creeping up, it's just like, oh, that's kind of cool, but it's not going to be scary, which is why they've brought in the bugs and the eye and stuff like that. But but what's clever is that the scenes that there are a few scenes where you fully see the alien, the big guy, but the best bits, the scariest bits are when the kills are happening off screen, like when he's frozen, terrified by the elevator, and the thing jumps out, and you see blood and body parts flinging around. Yeah. It sounds comical when I'm saying it, but when you're watching it, it's like,
but no,
this is chaos. It's not just a little
so
death.
Cinematic, though. You're right. The choice of that was brilliant. Have you seen the episode where
this is the first two?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Where the xenomorph disguises as the statue. That bit's insane.
Yeah, but that harks back to all the films where you're looking at the aliens. The aliens are there the whole time. You can see them, and then when someone moves, the wall starts creeping and moving.
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
I remember the first one when she's on the alien ship, and you're like, "Oh, I'm going to go home. I'm good," and it's just sitting right there, curled up.
Yeah,
that's when it shoots through Bishop, doesn't it? Because he thinks everything's cool, and he's like, "Not bad for a human," and then the thing goes straight through his chest and then just rips him in two.
Yeah, splits him.
And it's just like,
but that's the problem. Like, they had to bring in new monsters because the xenomorph is not null and void, but it's hard to get scared from it again.
Yeah, and people start doing memes of it now, like having a cigarette or having a cup of tea on a sofa, and you're like, you've absolutely just kind of diluted the fear of xenomorphs.
But that's the scary bit. There's just close up of his teeth and stuff like that. That's the good bit. When the creepiness of him moving in the background and the teeth, everything else, if you see it in full, it's just a really tall, lanky man running around in a black suit. It's really weird.
Yeah. Which, if you do look at behind the scenes of Alien Romulus, it is a very tall, lanky man running around.
Oh,
have you
for the
seen
last
that?
7 minutes. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah. That was...
Yeah, he's a basketballer, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And, he is tall and lanky. I'm like, God, if you were running at me,
foot?
Yeah, if you were running at me with a mask on, I probably would run too.
Yeah. That's what annoyed me when people went, they did nothing new with Romulus. I'm like, sorry, did you see the last 7 minutes of that? Yeah. That has never happened in any Alien film. I think you need to rethink that sentence where he said they didn't do anything new. They gave birth to a fucking 7-foot monster.
Which then killed the mum.
Yeah. So, he's got no respect for his mum. Kids these days, you know?
Yeah, I loved Romulus. I was really surprised how much Romulus was really good. And there were... not cheap. Like the beginning was a bit slow for me initially, and then but it's appropriate to build it up. But yeah, I thought the action sequences were great.
Is it John Davidson who plays the kind of David Johnson? He is phenomenal, man. Like when he
played the android.
Yeah, the duality that he does is just
so good.
Perfect. Yeah, I still stand by. I don't like the "get away from her, you bitch" thing. I think that was hamstringed in as a nostalgia moment rather than an appropriate moment.
That was why.
Though, Lee, did you see this? Because some big fan of the film was trying to break down why they say "get away from her, you bitch," and you know, like the young lad that has the kind of electronic pole. Who's the bit of the rebel, the one that smokes the joint when they're going up in space.
And basically slips and fall and basically just dies in his own acid.
Yeah, pretty much that guy, yeah. He keeps saying bitch all the time to Andy's character, right?
Oh yeah, calling him a little bitch.
He keeps saying, shut up, bitch, you little bitch, like all the time.
He does.
So what they're saying, and this is really clever that somebody picked up on that part, is so when he lands on the thing and says, get away from her, as in like he's literally saying, just get the fuck away from her, then there's a ... and he's feeling more confident in himself. So he says, bitch. It's that's what makes it clever, that it's not.
But is it clever, or is that an excuse to get that phrase in with some accountability that you can go, but here's an explanation, but it's still they've written it so we can say the phrase from the
100% they have. I'm just saying it's a clever way to add the continuity of it in this world of Romulus, because also I think it was James was saying she's wearing the same shoes that Ripley is as well. So like in space, is there just a massive shoe shop where you can get Reebok Classics or whatever it is? You're like, hang on, before I go on the spaceship, I just got to pick up my trainers. Like, what?
Real quick, and not to mention, you're 100% correct, because I'm just looking at Wikipedia. A critic said, the first 40 minutes of this film is boring beyond description.
Wow.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that harsh, but it was definitely a little bit like, this needs to kick in or something. We're spending too long with these kids that I don't care about.
These kids.
Apart from Kaylee Spenny and David Johnson.
They're amazing.
To be fair, they're all good, but we knew they were expendable.
And they're all good too.
Yeah. I thought it was, if I'm honest though, like I've started to think sometimes, like when you're watching action films, as it were, action films, when it is a slow build up, I think that's hopefully good character development, because I was starting to care for each of them. I think if it just went straight into haunted house mode, you wouldn't care as much. you know what I mean?
You wouldn't have that feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
talking about David Johnson, I'm looking forward to see. I'm going to see the Long Walk on Wednesday.
Oh,
And
I'm spewing about that. But
I've got
totally
so much
fair.
mixed opinions about it, but I'm going to stick with the positive ones, even
What
though our
did you
mate
say?
Peter
He
didn't
gave it
like it.
2 stars. He gave it
Yeah.
2
What
stars.
was your? Have you seen? Have you seen it, Lee?
No, I got an invite to it, but they accidentally, the lady who looks after it, she's absolutely lovely. Unfortunately, they had a little booking schedule in it. It was too many people. And she's giving me 2 tickets to go see it as a bonus. But now I'm seeing all the reviews come out of it of just how good it is. I'm like, damn, that probably would have been really good to see.
So what I was going to ask about that, I forgot to say that earlier on. Is like you do a lot of like going to premieres and stuff. Is that just popping along, or do you get like what? Like you just insinuated that you get invites and stuff out. In what capacity and what? How does that work?
So what I do is, another podcaster told me this as well. So I've created a media kit, essentially like your resume for a job, which is basically people you've worked with, your episodes count, your social media following, and I've reached out to Universal, I've reached out to Sony, Disney, and I just say, look, this is what I do, this is who I am, this is what I'm happy to offer. We're going to be invited to your premieres, and work collaboratively together. They like me for some reason, which is great.
You're a nice guy, dude.
Thanks. But I was saying to a friend the other day, is I will give my blood to get an invite to Avengers Doomsday. I will give my firstborn to go to the premiere for that. My wife knows.
I will lend my wife to someone.
Yeah.
Your premiere's been pretty good because, like, some cinemas they don't put on an effort, and yours they've got loads of all the. You go to the ones where it's got the big stands, red carpets. It's got, they put a lot of effort into the design and the atmosphere of that film. Going to see it,
they do. And most recently, we went to the Downton Abbey premiere, and they went all out for that. They had an old car at the front. They had live music playing. They served you champagne at the front. It never gets old. It never gets old.
Did you get any
no sandwiches, unfortunately. But no, you did get an ice cream when you came in though.
Oh, nice. Cucumber flavored ice cream. I'm just trying to keep it in theme with the rich people normally have cucumber sandwiches, dear.
Yeah.
So,
No, they didn't have that. But
you went dressed in a suit and everything. You looked
dressed,
you looked the business.
Suited. Yeah, had a suit up for it. But earlier this year, I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's called Wolfman. It came out in March this year.
Yeah.
And the director of that is called Leigh Morgan, and he's Australian. And they had the premiere here. They were meant to have the premiere in LA, but that's when they had the fires. So the premiere didn't happen. So technically his premiere was here. And I was like, oh my God, that's the creator of Saw. My mate's like, what's so special? I'm like, he's one half that made Saw. Like, we have to get a photo with him. And lucky enough, I was able to get a photo with him. And that's my most like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Mate, Saw is a masterpiece, man. Saw is a feckin' master. The first one, anyway. Like some of the others are, but yeah.
Hey, hold on to that though, because just recently, I think in June, Blumhouse reacquired the rights of Saw, which now the full creative control will go back to Lee and Justin Wong. Is it Justin Wong?
Yeah, I think it's Justin. Yeah.
We'll go back to them for the next one. Full creative control.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was so. The first one is so clever, like so psychological, and it's not. the first one's not like gore porn, you know, like they started saying after a while it just got stupid on the violence, like and like
it did.
just kind of gratuitous, and you're like, there's no need for this, because it's almost like they're trying to use that as a way to just like kind of thread all of the scenes together, like, oh, we'll just put half a person swinging and then their intestines and all this kind of hang on.
I quite like that they went over the top, but like if there's a series to go over the top, that's the right one. If that happened in a normal film, it would be too much.
True, but then I guess
like Terrifier and stuff.
I was about to say you're going into Terrifier territory. People are like, you know, using intestines as tinsel around a Christmas tree. I mean, that's fucking nuts.
That's genius as well at the same time.
It's just messy. Okay.
Well, I was going to say there's some amazing Australian. I believe I'm right in saying Australian movies out there at the moment. So talk to me.
Nope. Yeah.
Rant.
Yeah, there you go.
So is it talk to me, and then the latest one, Let Her Go.
Bring her back.
Let her go. Oh, bring her back. Oh, that
Let her go. Don't bring her back. Just let her go.
Yeah, bring her back. Oh, that was something else. Watching that. Oh,
that scene with the child and the knife.
Oh, yeah,
Jesus, that was
the knife. Oh, it's been a while since I've watched a film and just can't watch it. Not because someone's getting decapitated or getting horror porn.
Things. That was the most uncomfortable thing to watch.
Yeah, it's just uncomfortable. Like, oh my god. Oh.
Have you seen it yet, Drew?
No, I haven't seen it. I want to, but I'm going to be honest. I am very scared to watch it because that kind of films really fuck me up.
I wouldn't say you'll be scared. I don't think it's scary.
Mate, I was scared of it. I was scared of Talk to Me when the kid starts headbutting the thing, and I was. Oh my god.
Well, then this will probably give you This will give you nightmares. Yeah. It's not full scary, but it's just a couple of scenes you're just like, nah.
I had daymares. Like, I was watching it in the afternoon and I had daymares. It wasn't even, I didn't have to wait till the moon comes up. I was shitting myself during the day when the sun was out. So I think Bring Her Back will absolutely mess me. I'll be in therapy, man, I reckon.
Oh, dude, I feel you. The last film that I watched that did that to me was the first Paranormal Activity. That got me good. I was like, nah, did not sleep for days. I'm like, that stuff.
Is that the one? It's like it's the cameras, isn't it? It's like Blair Witch. Yeah, so it feels even
that
more
type of film.
It feels even more
genre, basically.
Real
CCTV film. The whole film through house CCTV.
It looks clever. I mean, this concept of going, right, this is a cheap budget, but we can absolutely capitalize on this movie because it doesn't require.
The best part about the reason that it was good, that there'd be a scene, and because it's CCTV, it's fixed. So all the action of the people doing stuff, just like doing anything, is in the bottom right hand corner. You're like, this is awful. Why am I just watching? Like, the camera can't move because it's a CCTV, but it means there's so much open space for you to look around and go, something's happening. Sometimes nothing happens. And sometimes a door moves a millimeter, and you're like, "Oh, was that something?"
Yeah, exactly.
And then when it picks up and ramps up, it's horrendous.
It's like The Conjuring, right? Everyone's talking about the latest Conjuring and why it's called the final one, because they're like, now you know why. Yeah, and everyone's talking. I remember watching the trailer for it, and I was like, "Oh my god, have you seen it?"
Yeah, we went to the premiere for last week.
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. I just find it funny how like it's the last one. It's of the whole universe. And by the way, there's a HBO Max Conjuring TV show that's currently in the works.
Yeah, and the film made a box office success, so we'll be back in a few years.
It is making a shit ton.
Yeah, the next one will be called The First Rites, and it'll go even back further,
back to the beginning.
Yeah,
to the beginning
when these people were born and nothing happened, but we get to know them.
Yeah, so on a budget of $55 million, it is currently made $332 million at the box office.
And for this year, that's pretty much one of the top films.
Right now, yes. Actually,
Lee, have you ever seen? This is a random film, but have you ever seen Jindabyne with Gabriel Byrne and Laura Linney?
That sounds really familiar, though.
Dude, that film is amazing, and I believe it's Australian as well. Mate, that is well worth watching, and I'd love to hear your review on that, mate.
God
That
knows how
adds
to
my
spell
list. I usually try and add everything I need to watch on my letterbox.
Yeah, let me see. Jindabyne. I'm just trying to remember. I think it's
it. Gabriel Byrne.
Yeah. Oh, got it. There
What
you
do
go,
you
guys. Hang on.
What do you
The
guys
poster's
actually think?
changed.
What do you
But
guys think is the highest grossing movie so far this year?
Ooh,
Mate, that is
never heard of it.
That film is so good, so psychological, so crazy. I was going on a massive Laura Linney thing after the TV series. Oh fuck, did it begin with
Ozark.
Ozark. Yeah, I knew there was a Z in it. It didn't begin with Z.
Right.
But yeah.
Highest grossing films this year. I would assume that F1 would be up there.
F1's number 6.
Superman's probably a bit below, and
Superman's 7.
James said that Minecraft's one of the highest.
Oh yeah.
Minecraft is number 3.
Ooh.
And
This is a fun game. I like this, Lee.
I'd go.
I always like doing it because what you think would be number 1 doesn't hit.
Oh, that's interesting.
I would definitely say Lilo and Stitch has got to be up there, even though it's a remake. And Jurassic Park.
Well, I'll give it. Lilo and Stitch is number 2. NZIA 2 is the highest grossing movie of this year because it's a.
I don't even know what you're saying. What is that?
It's a China film. Yeah, NE space ZHA 2. It's a China film.
Okay.
So that's why
Never
it's number
heard.
1. Yeah, but if you take away
Like
that,
animation.
no real live action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh no, actually, no, I think it actually is animated.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yep.
Don't know what that is.
1 point.
But it's got Michelle Yeoh in it.
Always
Okay.
a good thing. But yeah, Lilo and Stitch is number 2. Minecraft is number 3. How Jurassic World Rebirth is number 4. I don't understand. 5 is Train Your Dragon. 6 is F1. 7 is Superman. 8 is Mission Impossible. 9 is Fantastic Four. 10 is Captain America. But The Conjuring is now sitting at 14.
Which one?
The Conjuring is now hitting 14.
Because that's picked Weapons now, hasn't it? Because Weapons was one of the highest grossing horrors of the year until
It was.
Conjuring. Yeah.
Weapons is now 16.
Mate, Weapons was genius though, because again, the kind of log line for that I think brought in half of its audience because of like where did the children go? Like it's just so creepy that 27 kids went missing. They're all from the same class. It happened at the exact same time. You're like, how the fuck is this possible?
The best bit at the beginning of watching that film is where the trailer messes with you, because in the trailer, it's her walking to a classroom and there's no kids.
Yeah.
So that happens within the first, I'd say, 60 to 100 seconds of the film, her walking into the classroom. You go, oh, there's no kids. And the camera pans and there's one. And you're like, huh? That wasn't the trailer. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Instantly, you're like, okay, I'm paying attention now.
Yeah.
Something's
I'm
going
spewing.
on.
I missed the premiere for that because I was over in Europe.
Oh,
Whereabouts in Europe were you? It's quite big. Where?
We went from London to Amsterdam to Prague to Vienna, Rome, down to Florence, Assisi, Nice, and Paris. We went on a tour that took us all around.
Whoa, was that with your wife?
Yeah, it was our honeymoon.
Oh, mate, congrats.
Did you drive places or?
No, we went on a tour group to Trafalgar.
Oh, okay.
Trafalgar tour took us. It was called the Grand European.
Hey, that is a honeypot of a fucking honeymoon, man. That is epic.
If only we'd met you a couple of months before, because well, he's right by London, and I'm only a few hours away.
Oh,
yeah.
Could go in the pub.
Yeah.
But no, and I even made special shirts for the trip. That was Lights.Camera.Rant, a European tour that looked like tour dates on the back of everywhere we went as a nice memento.
That's cool. That's a great
dude, you need to send us a pic of that, man. That would be awesome. I'm really hypnotized by. Have you noticed, Kev? Like his amazing glowing light mic that just changes color. It's like a lava lamp and
That's
a
his
mic.
USP, man. That's the first thing I noticed. I was like,
That
who's
is
this guy?
sexy as hell, guys. If you're listening to the audio version, click now to see Leigh's amazing mic.
If you want to see the black and white version, here you go.
Just watching that. Well, I'm spewing because this little mic, if it's on Mac, you can control. If it's on PC, you can control the colors. And I was like, oh, cool. I'll make it red. Fits everything else. And then I was like, goes to Mac. Oh yeah, Mac doesn't have the program for it. So your mic will always be like this, and too bad.
Dude, that's awesome though. It's almost like say hello to my little friend, but like the color version.
Here.
So, Leigh, what would you say you're looking forward to the most that's coming out in the near future, like this year, like stuff that we've seen trailers for?
Well, coming to the last 6 months of the year, my number one pick was going to be Mortal Kombat. I was really excited for the new Mortal Kombat film because I thought the first one was fantastic. I'm gutted it got delayed, but hopefully that's a good thing. But now my next pick is Tron Ares. I think that looks great, and the fact that it's going to be backed by 9 Inch Nails doing the soundtrack, bring that on.
Yeah, Trent Reznor is absolute genius.
Yeah,
absolute genius. I'm not that. I was never really that excited about Tron, but the films they're good. But I didn't think they stayed with me that long. But the new trailer was mind-blowing. I think the red lights, I was hypnotized by that, to be honest, because last film was blue, this one's red.
Yeah, this just looks crisp, and I'm a big sci-fi guy. I love that type of stuff. Like, I love Blade Runner. I think that's one of the best things ever brought out. But watching Tron, don't get me wrong, like Wicked 2, Avatar, but Avatar is just Captain Planet.
When is Avatar?
Earth, wind, water,
fire,
December.
water. Yeah.
All the other looks great. You've got to see it in 3D. It's one of those films you go, Avatar, but you watch it and you're blown away every time.
I know, but
James Cameron's a genius, though.
James Cameron's genius, but I don't think the first Avatar deserves to be the highest grossing movie of all time. That should go to Avengers Endgame.
Ooh.
That's my
What's the difference? Do we know the difference?
Yeah. What is the difference in?
It's by like 100,000 because what's his name? James Cameron re-released it in China, so it overtook Avengers Endgame.
You sneak. Of course he did.
Genius.
Yeah.
Are you guys looking forward to One Battle After Another? That has been getting some of the best reviews of the year, apparently.
Mate, I've booked it. I booked it for the 26th, man. I'm going.
Oh, I've been out of the loop for a few days, so if it's out next week, I'm going to book for that.
Leigh, the cast is insane, man. Benicio del Toro,
that looks good. I've seen the trailer for that.
Sean Penn, who hasn't been in anything for like years.
And again,
forever.
Sean Penn was saying that he's it's a bit deeper than the trailer would let you believe as well. He said there's more to it. It's one of those films that you can delve into type thing. So I think I thought it was going to be like a caught stealing type film, but I think it's going to be a bit deeper than that.
Tiana Taylor as well is in it, and Chase Infinity.
Oh, that looks good. Good. And yeah, I'm just checking. Yeah, Avatar, 2.923 billion. Avengers Endgame is 2.797 billion.
Ooh,
that's insane.
Like, that's how much it's just off.
We haven't gone over $1 billion this year, have we? Or maybe Lilo and Stitch or Minecraft, maybe.
That NEZ2 that crossed $1 billion, and so did Lilo and Stitch. But I also think, Lilo and Stitch crossed $1 billion, and then NEZ2 crossed $1 billion. And I don't think any other movie coming out for the rest of the year will cross that line.
Probably not.
But I was just going to say real quick, Chase Infinity was in Presumed Innocent, which was the Apple TV thing with Jake Gyllenhaal, based on the Harrison Ford.
Right.
It kind of goes full circle because you mentioned Harrison Ford at the beginning. So it's the remake of the TV series of Harrison Ford's movie, Presumed Innocent.
Oh, did you get a chance to have a look at the Emmys, Lee, that were announced last night, the awards and stuff?
I did. It was all coming through. It was all coming through right before, right before we went start recording this. Some of them so well deserved, especially Adolescence. That was a weird, like sleepy.
I'd love to hear like someone else's opinion that's not in Britain about that. What were your thoughts of that? You know, not just the cinematography, but the actual story. And
well, it's interesting because I found that with particular that 4 episodes, everyone I spoke to, depending on what age you were and where you were in your life, it hit people differently. Like, it hit my sisters differently because they've got kids. And, you know, what would happen with my kids. And my wife, she's a primary school teacher, so that hit her different again. And then for me, I'm like, holy, like, how would you respond in that situation? And to me, the whole time, I'm like, nah, he didn't do it. He didn't do it. Then I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah, it was only, but I think it was the 4th episode. I think that was way too slow and boring. I'm like, wow, this really just, all that momentum really just slowed down for this.
really, I thought that was one of the better ones because
The
it
one
was
with the dad, yeah, where
that was
he's
his dad, where he's like the paint thrown on his
trying to get
car.
Yeah,
I just felt like
like
it
the
just slowed
fallout.
down a bit for me on that.
I guess the first 3 were the issues, the arrest, the bad things,
Yeah.
all that, and that was
Yeah.
and then that was him trying to get on with his life. And
yeah, the last
very
one
different theme.
was the aftermath, I guess. But yeah, I think the third. I think I kind of agree with you a little bit, Lee, in the sense that because the third one for me, I felt the most impactful and the scariest because you get the other side of the kid and how dark and scary he can be. How this little 13-year-old boy can overpower this lady, and you see the darkness come out of him.
That's what I mean. Like, the first 3 episodes is just go, and the 4th one was a bit like, okay, you probably could have shaved off 30 minutes.
I think it was because it was realistic, but because it felt like he had chores to do on his birthday, it didn't feel as dramatic. It was kind of like Stephen Graham's just got to do a few things. Like, yeah, we're going to have a birthday cake. I'm going to make breakfast. I'm just going to quickly go to the shop. I'm going to go to B&Q, get some paint. It just felt like it wasn't as dramatic, even though there was a lot more going on in the workings of his mind and when he almost beats the crap out of that kid.
Yeah.
I think it was good for showing an emotionally stunted middle-aged man dealing with something that he can't express efficiently, if that makes sense.
How can you express that? And that was just his 4 episodes. You're gonna go through so many emotions with it, and it was shot fantastically. And the fact that it was like, that's it, like no season 2, no nothing, just boom, out.
Exactly. But I think as well, like from the Emmys, I think the biggest winner was the studio, wasn't it? Did you manage to see that? Because that is
that clean
perfect
house
for our audience, and you're exceptional, that program.
Yeah.
It's quite funny because that's a quite nice link to Adolescence because they borrowed the same thematic idea of going, right, to create the chaos of what it's like behind the scenes of making movies. They're going to do it in 1 takes per kind of scene.
Yeah,
so that's quite a nice little.
I just thought every part of that program was really exciting. I watched it with Sadie, and I think maybe halfway through she just switched off. She just got bored. But I think you've got to be interested a little bit in the movie industry to and especially like some of us have worked in the movie industry to a degree. Like at some point, you get the jokes because it is boring and exciting.
Yeah,
it's a weird mix of being bored 90%, but it's worth it for that 10% of excitement, and that's kind of
100%. I felt when he's at that dinner party talking about movies, I'm like, that's just me at every party, every time. I'm like, oh, did you watch this? Well, actually, yeah, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, it's easy to go off on one when someone brings up that subject. It's like it's a green light to go nuts.
Yeah.
Didn't Bryan Cranston win as well for it?
I don't think he did.
I thought he won like best best guest or something like because he.
Outstanding lead actor again, Seth Rogen. Outstanding.
He's not one of the main winners of the main actor sections.
Okay.
No,
Maybe I read that
No.
somewhere else because I know he was insanely good in those last kind of like that split episode. I think it was 7 and 8.
yeah, they gave him a shout out at the Emmys and talked about his performance.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool.
But it might have been the shout out that you saw.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Seth Rogen
Yeah.
basically won for the writing and concept and acting and
Oh god,
everything.
yeah.
And I think they just got loads of behind the scenes awards as well because I
Could
can
be,
see
yeah,
4, but
he didn't take anything, and to be honest with you, the Penguin deserved a lot of that. That is just peak television.
Yeah.
Christina Miliotti's great. I did find her speech. She's so lovely in her speech, but she did say the most cheesiest thing in the world. It's like, ah.
Oh, did she wait? Did she win for it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you see her speech, Lee?
I didn't see all of her speech, only the start of it. What did she say?
She's just really earnest and really lovely, and she's just a really nice person. And then at the very end, she just went, "I just love acting." Wee! I was like, "Oh, dear."
I just love acting.
I was like, "Oh God!" The
But
world's
that's
in chaos. You don't want to do a political speech and stuff, but you want to just be like, "Thank you to the director. Thank you to my parents. I love acting." Wee.
I think that just shows how amazing she is, though, because she plays a scary, unnerving, kind of like very fragmented-minded character who's really kind of calculated. Yeah, that's the word, unhinged. I couldn't remember the word. And then to see her playing, not playing, and to see how lovely she is, you can see her transformation. So it's almost like it's a smart move, and I'm glad that she finally got some, her flowers, because obviously Colin Farrell it felt like last year was, getting everything essentially for how amazing he was in it. It's nice that, they kind of gave an opportunity to.
Yeah. And like I said, she is proper lovely.
She's phenomenal, man. She's phenomenal.
I totally forgot when I started watching The Penguin until after it finished. I'm like, you're the mother in How I Met Your Mother. Like she was the mum at the end.
No ways.
Oh,
wait,
right.
The mum in the bed in the life support kind of thing.
No, with he meets her with the umbrella and everything. That's her right at the end.
Oh, I don't know How You Met Your Mother very well, to be honest. But Christina
it
Milioti,
was just the fact that like you play this sweet and nice character, and then this unhinged character so well.
I mean, that's acting, but not many people can do it, and they
people
can't
do the range. The range.
And to be fair, she loves acting.
Yeah,
she loves acting.
Absolutely loves it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've taken up a lot of your time, and I know it's late over there as well, isn't it?
Oh, dude, I can go for hours. Trust me.
We are 100% going to get you back because I feel that is completely true, and we could talk to you about hours about anything, absolutely anything. But honestly, it was a joy, and I'm really glad you're happy to join us and get involved. So yeah, no, really appreciate that. All the way from Australia, mad.
Edge.
Yeah. Anytime, guys. You tell me when and where. Doesn't matter what time. I'll be there. Like as if when we were talking, like the original time, I said, "Yeah, I'm happy to get up at 5 o'clock on Monday morning to do it." Like I don't mind.
Whoa.
Yeah, when you said that, I thought I was like looking at the time zone. I was like, no, that can't be right. He's getting that wrong. And I was like, no, you are open to doing that. I was like, no, it can't be pricks.
Dedication.
No, it's I'm just gonna be very like wide open and very like, yep, let's do this.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Just got a bowl of Vicks under you to keep you awake. Hi.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, thank you very much. So for everyone listening,
just a white line right here.
Make sure you go and follow Lee, Mr. Rant, Lights.Camera.Rant, on Instagram, on Spotify, on YouTube, on everything. Give him a little follow. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you guys. I appreciate that. And I look forward to when I get you guys on my podcast.
Hey.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Nice, man.
Amazing.
What time will we? What time will we need to be up for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can get up at 5. No.
Alrighty. All right. Thanks a lot for listening, guys. See you
Cheers.
next time.
Yeah.
This has been Rage Whale. Thanks for hanging out with us. We hope you had a whale of a time.
Thank you all for your continued support, and please do check out our other fun episodes with many great and interesting guests. And just to let you know, we're also on YouTube if you want to also watch us. But do give us a follow on Instagram and TikTok, and we'd love a cheeky 5-star rating on here if you had a moment. And if you do want to support us further, we do have merch. The links are here and on our socials. It's ragewhale.tmill.com. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.